sa bago pa ng generation para nagsi like daw sa
Si Marvin del Silvio yan, tara ko no? Nagulo sila. Meme ako sa'yo. Tapos yun eh, lain ng story. Nasa kuwan ba? Oo. Oo. Wala siya nakapay. Si Marvin music ko. Marvin na Janine. Diba? Marvin ko ba? Wala Marvin Janine. Wala ito din. Ate, si Doug ko. Wala nang vlog ka ng sa 2000 sa salita na. Daghan para 3-5 na. Basin ba? Wala man si Glenn. Pwede, masas pa rin eh. Ending na sila magka... Alay. Ano? Lagi. 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 Tama may ako. Two young couples bond when in so same lang po ang gulo. Story na. Nakakuha. So, ano sila giusan eh? Kita ko before, nakamember ko ka. Kaya, kada ko kadang before ba? Lagi ka na. Basta like, movie ko ni Christine Musay, nasa si Hard, pero hindi sila ko yung... Oo. Ano nasa doon? Tulog-tulog. Okay. Maybe ako. Connected to each other. Kasi, ang first pag ayun, akin and kay. Oh, forward part. Oh, okay. Oh,
Dressed in their finest, the Mavs as they came through the tunnel. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. Here we are, Greg, in Game 1 of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
A look at the Magic starting group. That is one out there with the mayor, and it's Cal. Boy, and there's the great, and it's Miracle Man in at the center. Here's the mayor. Battles through traffic and lanes. It in.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Pass to Washington. Top of the key. And a kind roll. That time off the rim as that one falls.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's the mayor. Played in. With a nice touch off the. Glass. The mayor's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Throws it up high, out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Well, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession. Pass to Exum. Thompson in the corner.
Washington with it. Three-pointer. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Here's the Mayor. He's covered by Thompson. And falls over the rim and in. The Mayor's got 6 points.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The screen from Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from 11. Dallas again missing. Magic have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. And right, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle start.
Shots good by the Mayor.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on baddest one. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. Fourth, the Magic.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Now, here's Washington. He's tightly guarded. Inside. Can they get it? In then Washington with the dunk.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. He takes it in. The Mayor passes to the great. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. 5 on the clock. The Mayor There the Magic with another bucket.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 4. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at running the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Exum hits them both. Here's Baddest one. Scoreless thus far. Here's the Mayor. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
It's tipped. Here's the great. Putting it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And so it's Dallas with, after the Magic pick up 2. Washington, that's good.
Now, even with that shoot-first mindset, Klay Thompson willing and able to make a great pass.
Here's the great. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And it's Washington missing. Magic leading by 5. Here's the Mayor. He's defended by Exum. The Mayor, no good. Dallas is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Looking now at the numbers for Klay Thompson. Last season's performance for him, he averaged 18 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Here's the Mayor. 12 points for him. Pocket 4. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Mavericks trailed by 5. Pass to Exum. Driving the lane.
Terrific read from Dante Exum. This guy saves the lane and attacks it with ferocity.
Here's the Mayor. And shares it with authority.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days.
Unfortunately for these teams, Clark, they've both been hit with the injury bug.
You never like to see that, BA. You never want to see teams less than full strength, but you know what? Sometimes it's somebody else's opportunity. Oh, he just went hard on that one, BA. Getting up and then throwing it down. Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Puts up a 3. Pure from three-point range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. Driving down. Power is home. Oh, wow.
undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam can? Couldn't have captured that play any better. There's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Pass to Battiswood. Here's the great. He's guarded by Washington. The great with the bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
It's hauled in by Miracle Man.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The Mayor passes to Battiswood. Out to the right wing. Here's the Mayor. And he comes up with a bucket.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's the 3. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. The Magic have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we got a breakdown showing the average of 3-point attempts versus 2-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for the Mavericks.
And they've really been letting it fly from deep. You see more and more teams doing this in today's NBA, given the league's increased focus on perimeter shooting.
Pass to Battiswood to the left side wing. Here's the Mayor. Three shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Got a piece of it. In transition, the Magic on the run.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Washington. Boy, he just disappeared against Memphis. They needed him. Out to the right wing. The 3 from Thompson. He can't get that one to fall. Orlando with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. The great with the bucket.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
At the point guard position, 6 feet.
Game one of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
Now the starting group for Orlando. The great out there with Cowboy. Then there's the Mayor. Then there's the Miracle Man. And his baddest one in at point. Here's the Mayor. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
To the inside. Here's Powell. Orlando grabs the miss.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's the Mayor. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Thompson. His last outing, he had 18 points. Here's the great, and he jams it with authority.
One easy looks. Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
For the three, off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Baddest one, passes to Miracle Man. Here's the great. Shot clock at 6. And there's the drive. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And the whistle blows, it's going to be on Baddest one. That's his first foul. Now, here's Exum. Defense right on him. Lets it fly from 18. It's a mid-height pass and goes in. He has 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity. Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round, but it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And a quick look at how things have been since the All-Star break, checking out the three-point shot ratio for Orlando.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
Now here's Thompson. Off target from three-point range. Here's the Mayor. Going inside. Pass to Cowboy. Here's the Mayor. 6 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The Mayor's got 8 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on baddest one. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
Now, Washington. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Memphis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on baddest one. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. The screen from Thompson. Floats one up. It's blocked.
Really having a difficult time getting anything to fall. Thus far, they haven't gotten the ball inside at all.
Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's the Mayor. 8 points for him. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Wrexham kicks to Thompson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's the Mayor. He's got 10. Yes, once again. And it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks.
Timeout.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And we've got a timeout call by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guy.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Thompson, how he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Cowboy passes to the Mayor. He uses both hands to jam it in.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And here are the Mavericks now. The Magic hitting the bucket. Back to Exum. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
one. They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And here are the Mavericks now. The Magic hitting the bucket.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. Here's the great, following the score by Dallas. Takes it in.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not from improbable, but like possible, like you said. Pass to Washington. Dallas moving it around. He lobs it up. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, they love to see Powell keep his eyes up and look for his teammates. The more assists they get out of him, the more dangerous their offense will be.
Here's the mayor. He's got 16. Fades away. And yep, highly dropped after rolling around the rim. The mayor's got 18 points in the game.
Hard to believe you can have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
And he drives in, and that one is hammered home.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the tip.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
Here are the Magic now, following the score by Dallas. 5 to shoot. Tries from 7. It's good. The mayor's got 20.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pass to Jackson. Fires for 3. And it's Cowboy with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's the mayor. He's got 20. Here's Miracle Man. Here's Cowboy. Shoots from the elbow. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Magic lead by 20.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Shot from 12. Rebounded by Baddest One. Baddest One's got 5 rebounds tonight. Shots good by the...
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
That one falls.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
14 foul.
And some stats here, guys. Here's the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
A different look for Dallas. Jones checked in for Powell. Marshall comes in for Washington. Christie subbed in for Exum. Magic leading by 20. Here's the mayor. He's got 25. And it's good. 2 points. The mayor's got 27 points.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Here's Christie. 11-point game his last outing. Thompson outside from past the arc. Rebounded by Baddest One.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's the mayor. 27 points for him. Boom, he jams it straight down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Orlando foul.
And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Klay Thompson, number 1.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
He hits both from the strike. So for the Magic, their last game, a loss to the Celtics in Boston. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's the Mayor. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. The Mayor's got 31 points. Here now is Dinwiddie. Over to the wing. Here's Christie. Sinks the triple.
That is nicely done by Spencer Dinwiddie, just getting the ball into the hands of a shooter.
Here's the Mayor. He's got 31. Edwards brings the double team. Pass to the Mayor. Shot clock at 5. Here's the Great. And he whirls that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.